So I used AI to make a fake conversation between a protective parent and an abuser about a child, just so I could demonstrate to you guys how you can upload like all of your text messages or all of your emails or your whole Talking Parents record or your app close record, our Family Wizard, whatever. You can upload the entire thing, dump it in, and then communicate with Aimee about that document in a whole variety of ways. You know, I could say, hey, can you take a look and tell me what I'm feeling really ineffective in my communication. Can you look through and find ways I might be able to be more effective in my communication? Or do you know, I'm concerned that I might be, in a custody evaluation, they're going to say I'm constantly reprimanding him. And, I want to make sure that my communications aren't seen in that way. I'm going to ask her those kinds of questions to get an analysis. But what we really love to do with it is to analyze the abuser's behaviors and patterns of behaviors in order to typically to support a family court case. But I put in a baby document that was produced by AI. It essentially looks like a journal, but I can show you similar questions that would be asked. So can you look at the file? We can talk about the file that's over there. For examples that my ex is harming our daughter. I was really generic in this particular case. And the file's maybe 20 something pages long. We see communication records many thousands of pages long, but it still does a general job here. So absolutely, Anne, I'll review and point out examples where your husband's or your ex's behavior might be harming your daughter. And even though the only context I provided was that one sentence and then gave her this file, she can provide a pretty comprehensive analysis of patterns that are present, examples of things that are present. And here was her response to that question. So she acknowledges that John refuses to contribute. Alice really needs braces. It's impacting her speech. It's impacting her ability to eat. This is a serious medical issue that he's neglecting. He also does not pick Alice up from soccer practice, and she's often left there scared and alone. And unfortunately, John has a substance use issue that has very much impacted Alice. There's emotional neglect. And a variety of examples of that, and the impacts. Like we always want Aimee to return back. These are the impacts of this, right? Because those impacts are what protective parents really need to be able to demonstrate and talk about in order to help shape the future of their child's parenting life.